come on in, guys, and let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully I'll be able to see the chat. Just walking, guys, and wanted to share with you some messages that are coming through. So many messages, guys. And go ahead, put a like on the video too. It's your girl Tahira, Mother of the Ages, your supernatural quantum healer. I specialize in past life regression, quantum healing, quantum telepathic readings with remote healing, guys. Yeah, let's get into the message today. Hi, all you beautiful people out there. I am on a walk and Source was telling me something about houses, guys. And I had come to like this intersection, right? And I just started to look at all these houses that I was like kind of surrounding me. And I was like, oh snap. Source is saying like this was the foundation of this matrix, right? It's about the boxes that were put in every day. We're going to probably talk about emotional boxes, emotional cycling, but Source is really being clear that this is when they took humanity off of the natural grid, which was the natural land, and then using the Saturn's cube or the black cube technology is when they had the idea to put people in box structures, which is houses. So I am sorry to say, guys, that the houses are part of your captivity. And I apologize if there's a lot of wind. I'm going to try to talk louder. I'm not sure if I can see. Okay, hi Carolyn, hi. Buffalo Wild Wings, my girl. Hi April. But yes, the houses are part of your captivity. And I was just like, mine is absolutely blown, right? So this really goes back to what Source is saying, the black cube. And I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to start channeling more into why houses are your captivity. Guys, look at the house and look at the numbers. It's a form of branding, guys. That's why the Chinese, they have this thing called feng shui, right? And everything has to be energetically in alignment. They won't even buy a house or live in a house if it has a certain number on the outside, right? And there's also a certain placement that the stove must be, and that the sink must be, and that the furniture must face. It's because they understand this concept, you know? And this is why we have a crystalline grid. But now, this week, I'm talking about the natural grid that they took us off on. The natural grid is the land. We are supposed to have feet on soil, allowing the electromagnetic field to now actually radiate through the soles of the feet. This is what actually activates you as a solar being, is when you allow the soul, which is located in the feet, the bottom of the feet. It needs an electrical charge, right? And so they took us off of the electrical charge and they put us in the black cubes in the houses, guys. Whoa, mind blown. Source is just like mic drop. Like it's a mic drop situation from Source. So, and I'm not telling you to go and just get rid of your house. But what I'm saying is if we're spending more time inside of our captivity, right, than we are with feet on the ground in the soil, right, then we probably will be you know, to be honest, we won't be feeling our best and we'll be subject to depression, anxiety, and all the slew of other low vibrational things that this matrix has to offer. So that is like the first message. Source really wants to say that, you know, the houses were to get you off of the land instead of walking, you know, the bare feet going to the next, you know, how our, tribes were set up, we would walk bare feet on the ground. And you might go to the next, here in America, TP or the next little structure, but those structures weren't made to be fixed, They weren't made to be like, this is my address and this is my domain. No, it was just a place to seek, shelter from the rain, or to do, to do a particular thing. You were not to take up residence there, guys. You are not to take up residence in your residence. Did you catch? Okay, see, guys, we have to catch when Source speaks. Source is the original OG vibration. Source speaks in vibrational codes, guys. You are not to take up residence, catch it, in what? Your residence, or you will miss the what? Residence of the electromagnetic field, guys. Whoa, Source ain't never lied. Source ain't never lied. So, guys, if you take up too much residence, in your house, if you don't leave it, if you don't put feet to the ground, you will miss the resonance, right, of the true grid. And you will not receive the electromagnetic pulses activating the solar points of your feet. And therefore, you have now basically, you're acting as an NPC, when in truth, you are a sparked soul from the cosmic sphere. But most of us are acting like AI, not even AI, we're just acting like robots that have not been activated yet. You have to activate your solar energy, guys. And so that is a beautiful message coming through from Source. And that was the first message about the matrix. The other thing I do want to say is, I want to talk about something else. This morning I was sitting, right? And I felt an energetic pull for my mind to go one way, but I caught it. And this is the difference between living as the Ascended Master. The living as the Ascended Master doesn't mean that you don't go through the same trials, tribulations, emotional distress, scarcity, kind of mindset that you're getting into. No, you have the skills and the ability, the know-how, the fortitude, and the practice to pull yourself up to the higher vibration quicker than the others. This is truly what the Ascended Master, the God 7 that I speak of, is. It doesn't mean you don't get pulled down to the 3, to the 4, to the 5, but no, your residence, where's your residence? Your resident is already conquering the 7 chakra portals. So you're already ascended from the captivity of the body, which the chakras are a captivity that you're to break out of by cleansing, purifying, and ombraying out the chakras. So that was just another beautiful message. And I felt it. And the shift, guys, is so subtle. The shift is not always bad. The shift is allowing you to see where you are. Where are you on this grid that we're in? And we can all catch those little subtleties. But it comes with practice. Because I have so much practice standing in my God 7 power, that when the lower vibration hit, I immediately recognized it. Now catch this. This is when you use neutrality, right? I immediately catched it. I catched that thought. I opened it up. I didn't just let it fester. I opened it up and say, hey, how you feeling today, thought? Lower vibrational thought, tell me what's going on. Open that up. Okay, and how else, when else have you felt this way? Okay, oh, okay, now I understand. Now guess what I've done? I neutralized it. When you see the negative thought form and you take it, you neutralize it. Neutrality, remember, is to alchemize something. Neutrality, reaching a state of neutrality, is so that we can stop that said thing in its track. We want to neutralize it and almost freeze it so that what? We can get a plan together, so that we can explore whatever that thought is, whatever that thing that's plaguing our reality in that moment. And we use neutrality to almost freeze it. Let's freeze that thought. So guess what? When we freeze it, guess what I just did? I froze it, and I no longer have an emotional connection because it's not active. It's not a live wire. It's not an active wire. And so it allows me to neutralize it or alchemize, to now go deeper into that negative thought form that was about to have me on a whole nother vibration. We don't lose the vibration, guys. We always must hold the vibration, because the vibration is where you're going to find source. The frequencies allow us a road or a roadmap. It gives us something to follow, to either go to our God 7 state or to go down to the base, back into base consciousness, right? 3D consciousness. But we never lose the vibration. So we can use this thing called neutralization. So I want to urge you guys, the next time you have this negative thought forming, to use neutrality. That's the perfect time to use neutrality. But remember, we don't stay there, because we always have to be in a constant state of evolution and evolving. And to be honest, we have to experience things. Neutrality will keep us from not really experiencing the polarities, guys. We must experience the good, the bad, and then what? The in-between. The neutrality is when we have explored both sides already, and then bringing them back into neutrality to transcend that particular thought form or that particular level we were on. But that's how we use neutrality. So I wanted to give you guys a little lesson on that, because I think there's this thing kind of going around where we feel that we have to stay neutral and stay neutral. No, you must feel. You must feel. But neutrality is an ascension tool. It's a thing you put in your ascension toolbox. Okay. So I just wanted to say that, guys. So I'm just kind of walking around where I live a little bit. Yeah. And I was noticing all these little gargoyles on the on the like houses and stuff. And I find that interesting. So where am I? I am probably maybe 5 minutes from the house that I own, which used to be my grandmother's, my grandmother and my grandfather, but they, they're like been gone a long time ago. And then, yeah, so I thought I'd just get out, walk, and see the neighborhood. But Source started talking to me about certain things. And I was like, no, I gotta hop on here. Have to tell you guys what's going on. But when Source started talking to me about the house, I'm like, darn it, I'm gonna have to just become a nomad again. To become a nomad. That's truly who I am at the core. And now I understand why I am that way, because intuitively I already knew that we should not take up residence in our residence, or you will lose the residence. Do you resonate? So I love how Source is a natural born rapper, a natural born MC, guys. I'm gonna see if I can stop and read some comments. Outside here too. Awesome. Hey Shar. Hi. Whose birthday? Hi kid. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Care. I'm gonna call you Care Bear. Happy birthday, Sister Care Bear. Hope you're doing amazing. Guys, please like the video. Those were some gems that Source was just dropping. And oh, also too, I gotta tell you guys about this. So this morning when I woke up, I plan, I try to plan what I'm going to do. So I had all these things I need to plan, but there was a wrench in my plan because I needed to, my computer had, there was too many things stored on my device. So I had to spend time moving things to my external hard drive, guys. This is a message. Last night I tried to go live, but then Zoom was like, hey, this may cause interruptions because your disk is almost full. Guys, are you almost full, but you're still trying to operate like you have all the energy left in the world? Oh God, I'm losing battery. I better start walking back to get my charger. But guys, this is what you need to sit with yourself, because I had a 7-day rest, and that taught me that you will be more productive when you are rested. Believe it or not, so many things that I was trying to figure out actually happened on the rest. So a lot of the times we're trying to power through because that's what the black cube matrix told us that we need to do. Just power through, right? But if your disk is almost full, it's like a computer. You're trying to save more stuff, but there's no more space. So this is why you're frustrated, because you're trying to put something in and your device, your body is trying to push something out. So what? We are now in a, you see neutral? We're in a neutral energy, but we don't actually get anywhere in a neutral space. Neutrality is to alchemize. So as of the body's trying to push something out, negative thought forms, toxins, waste, you get it? And as if you're trying to put something in, whether that be, food or, even something positive, even if you're trying to stuff high vibrational food, frequencies, knowledge in there, it doesn't have space to receive it, guys. And this is what Source is wanting to say. I know we want to ascend like yesterday, but if you have to clear space for it, you have to clear space for what it is that you say that you want. And ascension, even though when you think about ascension, it sounds like this forward motion, but a lot of ascending is about resting. You're going to get most of your work done when you are resting. So just think about that. You're trying to put a lot of stuff in, but your disk is full. You need to empty out some of that. And so, and this is why I always talk about, and maybe I'll do an official video about this. You must ascend through the chakras. A lot of people are trying to reach their crown chakra when they're still on base consciousness. We can look at base consciousness not truly as an NPC, but truly as someone who's still worried about food, shelter, and clothing. They have not yet ascended past the root chakra, and they're trying to open their third eye. Well, guess what? If you open your third eye and you have not ascended from the root chakra all the way up, these are the people who get afraid when they open their third eye. These are the people online talking about, I never should have opened my third eye. You can't skip a step in ascension. You have to belong to what? You have to belong to the vibration of the third eye. You have to belong there in frequency. You hold frequency enough, and then you now are vibrating on that level. You have to hold that. So you can't skip a step. So true ascension is really, and clearing out space within your body and your mind, your soul and spirit, is truly ascending through the chakras. Taking care of those basic needs, food, shelter, clothing, clearing that out, spending time in those little traumas, those little, inner child wounds, right? And then now we go up a little bit more. Once we've cleared space, we can start to, tap into our creative zone. You heard that thing like the struggling artist. Well, the struggling artist is only the struggling artist because they're trying to reverse engineer it. They need to take care of their basic food and necessities first, their root chakra needs. Then when you hit the sacral chakra, the second chakra, then you can, guess what? You could tap into your creativity because you don't have a blocked root chakra, guys. This is simply all that I'm trying to say. And I think I will do a whole video about that because I think it's so necessary. We make this thing called Ascension so hard when it doesn't have to be. But remember, guys, we have to listen to ourselves. We have to stop shoving things in, go on a little bit of a rest, clear some things out through mindfulness, through journaling, even through music. And then we create more space. It's about creating space. And then get this, and I'm going to end this. Get this, guys. This is source. It's about creating the space. And then once you have created the space, you become a minimalist. You create the space within. And once that space is created, to keep the space in perfect symmetry, you must live as a minimalist. And I think that's a beautiful way for Source to sum up this message. Starting from the black cube or the houses that make you lose residence. Yeah, guys, there it is. Final message. When you clear space inside, you must live as a minimalist. And this means when you cleared space, when you went on that detox, you took that detox tea, when you cleared out those negative thought forms, what comes back in should be way less than what you expelled out. Okay? I love you guys to the moon, the stars, and around the galaxies, guys. Guys, I just have 2 more spots left in my class, the Quantum Telepathic Psychic Healing and Development class starting on the 28th of this month. You can book a free consultation with me to see if that's right for you guys. But we're going to move mountains in that class, and we're going to work on all of this and even more. And under any of my other videos are that link for the free consultation. And if you guys just want to ask me a question, reach out to me, just email me instructions 4 humanity@gmail.com. And guys, look what I found, a penny. What did they say? And I'm gonna neutralize this sucker. Cleanse the energy. Find a penny. What did they say? Find a penny, have good luck. Put in your, I don't know, find a penny, pick it up. Put it in your pocket, and all day you'll have good luck. Yes, guys. And guess what, guys? This is another message. Remember, I kept talking about the copper penny, the copper color race that actually does get some form of, people call it reparations, but I'm hearing a retribution. This is a whole nother message from all those other prophecies that I've already done, guys. So go back and look at those videos. Awesome, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well, guys. Be well. Bye.